All right, so tonight what we're going to be doing is our normal workshop type event where this night we're going to be focusing on the Endgame. So all of these problems, you set up 16 problems, there are 8 more easy problems over here. There are 8 more problems over here. You're not searching for death, you're not searching for uberkill, you are searching for maximum reduction. And most of the time, I think the answer is in Sente. It's all black to play. You want to find answers that will reduce your opponent in Sente, meaning you're going to come out with the next move after it, and for maximum point reduction. Usually the simple answer is not what I'm looking for, right? Just the simple push and poke and connect, not that kind of a Tesuji. These are super special power mutant moves we're looking for the most part. These 8 are trickier, as I said. Those 8 are trickier. We'll take some time. We'll just practice. On the YouTube video, I'll take a picture of each board, and you can try to solve it yourself, and then we'll come back together and we'll talk about it all together. Okay? Sounds good. I'm going to start with this one. I know you guys didn't get to look at this one, right? Yeah. This is a pretty cool one, okay? So in the end game, these are all end game problems. We're just trying to maximize our points and reduce the points of our opponents. It's pretty clear white's going to get this and black's going to get this. But where that exact line hasn't been drawn yet, I want to point out something, right? There's these two stones here that only have 3 liberties. This is almost the key to almost all of these Tesuji problems, right? You're looking for stones that are weak, have a number of liberties. They're also kind of close to the edge of the board. What do you guys know about stones that are close to the edge of the board? They're easier to kill. Yeah, it's really hard for them to gain liberties, right? They have nowhere to run. So, we could try something like this, but, I think white's just going to do that, and black might be able to push in one more time and gote, but that's the extent of the number of points that black can get at the most, right? Black would just be able to push in twice. Wouldn't it be cool if somehow black was actually able to get in this area, right? Reduce those points. Well, when you understand there's a shortage of liberties, you totally can. We're going to play a stone here. Now, how many liberties does white have? 2. And this is really important because black also only has 2 liberties. So who wins the capturing race? White. So you think, white just wins, right? No, black just loses. But because white has to waste time trying to come back and win this capturing race, black can take his other hand, figurative hand that is, and come back here, Atari. White has to capture and sneak on in. Right, all because white didn't have enough liberties to begin with. Wasn't that cool? You guys are not excited about this as I am.
I thought it was cool.
Tom thought it was cool.
Was it 1 point or 2 points?
Of difference?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, this is all in Sente. The when we pushed in only this far as black, that was all in Gote. This is all in Sente, and black can actually still gain more.
This is.
We can do simple push. I mean, of course, that's going to be Gote, but we have other Gote moves. The fact that this is in Sente makes huge difference. Right, black can go.
In what sense is this Sente? Because black played the last move.
Oh, did he? Never mind.
Yeah.
Not Sente. Well. Yeah,
because black had to play the last move to connect under, and then white can
not
steal
Sente.
off.
I lied, Tom.
But it's better, yeah. But yeah, it's not Sente.
Definitely at least 2 points better, minimum. And if white wants these points, right, white has to come back and play another move. Whereas in the previous version, white had completely sealed it off. So white hasn't been completely reduced even at this point, even if it is Gote-ish from this point. All right, this one we actually have a similar. Question, Justin.
So you decided to go with these guys because they had 3 liberties open.
Well, we're just
but I wonder
looking for
because
weaknesses.
you had 2. These guys only had 2 liberties.
Those
right?
only have 2 liberties, but the problem is, no matter what I play, there's a weakness over here you can see. But if black throws in here, it just white's out.
Okay.
It's too easy for these stones to connect up to something, right? If we push in, white's connected.
I see.
So yes, there's a weakness there, but it's actually not a real weakness.
You can't always just go off the liberties. You also have to see
you also
where
have
they're
to have to.
that. Okay.
And it's the fact that these 2 stones are also cut off from their friends. These 3 stones are not. So that is a dynamite question, Justin. All right, over here we actually have a very similar situation. You guys looked at this one, right?
Yeah.
So this was a hard one to look at. Your first problem, or one of your first problems. But something very cool here. We have these 2 white stones also with 3 liberties. Means maybe there's something there. Now I think experienced Go players, even just a little experience, can all see this move, right? This is not the best move, but it's okay end game, right? You think black's just going to sneak around, eat a few of these points. Maybe white will play there. Black says, aha, there's more, I'm still hungry. And white will Atari, black will connect, and white will connect. But the problem is white's still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points in this area. So pretty good, but we can do better. A little more advanced Go players are going to be looking at these 2 stones and going, oh, wait, I know a trick. What if we play on the other side of it? And that way, if white descends, aha, we can capture white like this. Because this stone is no longer weak. It turns out this stone has 3 liberties, and these have 3 liberties, and white only has 2. White dies a most horrific, tragic kind of death. But there's actually even better. Because white doesn't have to play that way. White could instead play this way. Basically, you have to connect up the stone. White Ataris, black connects. White Ataris. That's pretty good. But still, white got these 10 points, right? Only 1 point extra reduction. The move we want to find is this one. This one looks kind of crazy. But similar to over here, remember how we separated white from his friends? Even though we were going to die anyway, the extra time it took white to come back and try to capture up made the whole thing magical for black. So if white tries to capture this stone right now, black's move is actually very easy. Just come down. And if white captures, black's in. It might even get two more extra stones, right? White's an Atari again. If white isn't greedy and says, no, I just want, or sorry, if white does come down, again, we get that same situation. Black has 3 liberties, white has 2. All of you Q players know who should win that capturing race. It's going to be black. So white can't play this way. In fact, white has to try to do something like this. Now the next move for black is also very, very hard to see. But the same idea applies, right? We're trying to limit white's liberties at all costs. We don't care what we give up as long as white doesn't have enough liberties because we will get something out of it. So that's the move you need to find. And all the Q players out there are going, oh my gosh, there's totally going to be double Atari. But we don't care. Doesn't matter, in fact, which double Atari gets played for the most part. If it's that one or this one. This one's actually, I think, better, but we'll continue on. Now here's the cool part. White only has 2 liberties. Near the edge of the board, Atari. Can white come down and block? No, it's that liberty problem, right? It's all doesn't have the liberties. It doesn't have the time. It has to come back and capture. So it captures this stone. Black plays the next move. Guess what this move is? Still Atari, right? White has to come back and capture another stone. And then black can come over here and play over here. Remember how white got 11 points in this vicinity? Basically, there's nothing here now. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on I don't think we counted that point before. About 2 points for white. So 2 points versus 11, it's about a 9-point gain. That was great. All right, so those are tricky. Those are tricky. Let's go to the next board. Do you guys have any questions about those?
It's actually a little more, isn't it? Because black's even going to get 1 or 2 points here.
Probably not. I mean,
No.
actually, yeah. I mean, it's more in the sense that black has potential to actually gain a point or 2 there, but
No.
probably not. It's actually hard for black to make points there because of these throw-ins. I guess
Throw-ins
throw-ins
cost
are
1
points,
point, so-
right. So yeah, actually, I guess that's a good point, Tom. Black can actually squeeze out a couple points there. All right, let's look at this one. Oops, that's not supposed to be there. Who put that there? I'm gonna blame Matt.
Don't blame me, I'm just holding the camera.
To get back at you when he's holding the camera.
I know. That's right. So over here, we have this very interesting situation. It looks like this is going to be white's corner. And in fact, white is entitled to it. White is so strong, it should be white's corner. But black has some outside influence. And now we just got to find a way to use those 2 cornerstones to get the maximum reduction or even an invasion. So the key point here, right? And often most Go players know this. If you have a stone here and a stone here, 3-space extension, and white invades in the middle, common link up to Tesuji is right underneath. Often this doesn't work when white has any extra stones in the vicinity, right? If white has an extra stone here, totally doesn't work. Black just gets captured or moved off to the side. But in this case, because black has an extra stone in the vicinity, we can play it. So this is what your mind should sort of look at. We're going to try to link up, right? We're threatening to link up. Be a disaster for white, right? All these points over here, it's like 12, 13 points. Just go right away. White has 2 real options. The first is to cut off this way. There's a problem with this. If black just extends, what's the problem here? Justin, do you see the problem for white? With that stone?
He's cut.
He might get cut, right? So he has to spend a move to fix. But if he spends a move to fix, black has a whole lot of stones in the corner. What do we know about the corners?
Tricky.
Well, they're tricky, but it's also one of the easiest places on the board to live, right? You have lots of eye shape. And true to that, we can actually make 2 eyes with just 1 move here. There's actually several moves that work in this case, but black can just live in the corner. If we take these off, let's say white isn't so greedy, white comes here. Well, and I think, oh, well, now this move totally didn't work, right? I didn't get to live in the corner. No worries. Black just descends. Now, white has to play another move, otherwise black will actually come back and live in the corner. So white has to play one more move, and black ends in sente. So we got these extra points here. We weren't normally necessarily going to get these, right? We got them in sente, and that's the difference. Even though white got to keep the corner, you know, we still feel good about it. Over here, I think everyone here looked at this problem, and I know Ufa's idea to go here. Why was this bad, Ufa?
Not greedy enough.
Not greedy enough. You have to look and see white has a weakness, right? This is a very interesting connection, right? So everyone should have tried to cut this stone off, or at least looked at it. Can black cut here?
Nope.
No. Can you cut here?
Nope.
No, this doesn't work. But you can threaten to cut. What if we threaten to cut this way? And I know you were like, oh, that's terrible. Look, white's just going to push through, and black's going to have to back up, and white's going to play here, and then black's going to have to come back and connect.
I wasn't the only one to make that mistake.
You were not, in fact. And it doesn't look like black actually got a very large corner, right? Black's corner looks really small. So, you know, not a very good move, right? But that's because you weren't greedy. When white pushes here, did white fix his weakness? No. So guess what? There it is. Can white extend? Save those two stones?
You can just kill this one.
And now, gone. White just decimated. So white has to do something like connect. And here's the thing, black doesn't actually need to play another move, because these two stones cannot live. But if black doesn't, white actually has some pretty tricky endgame. If you remember that problem on that board, of the very first problem we looked at, white actually has that exact same shape. So depending on what's the biggest thing on the board, right? Remember those three stones next to the edge of the board? White can play there, black has to come back and take, Atari, connect, link up. Right, very, very similar to the very first problem. Oops. So if black doesn't want white to link up, black should probably play one more move here, but doesn't have to. Okay, cool. All right, let's go to the other table. This one was very tricky because it was way too simple from what you guys were looking for. I kind of built you up too much for it. But really, basically, black's going to get this, white's going to get this. There is a weakness here. But black also just wants to make sure that black gets as much of this in sente as possible. So, you know, some of you guys looked at these cuts and these peeps and the Atari. None of it really works. That's part of this problem, right? Realizing that none of the really, really fancy stuff works. And all you want to do is just play there. All right? If white wants these stones over here, white needs to respond. And look, you just gained your corner points in sente. White can't come in there now. If you don't play this, later on, white might play this. And you go, oh, well, I better respond to that because you like your corner. And white will respond. And maybe you go play somewhere else. But if you do, then white will play here. And you go, oh, I like my corner points. So then you play here. And white can play there again. So white gets all these extra follow-ups. Do you get all your corner points now? No, and not only that, what did white get? Yeah, so surprisingly large. Okay, so again, this one was just very, very simple. Just how do we make sure these are your points in sente and white doesn't get anything here? Whenever you have two stones that are mostly surrounded, there's lots of fun stuff you can do. That threatens to take them, right? Because if black plays that later, white can't escape. Okay? So I know Matt spent a long time staring at that going, there's got to be something better. Sorry, Matt.
It's okay.
All right, over here, this is part of a series. We have two problems that are very, very similar. We're going to see this one and the next one. In this problem, you're not trying to get into white's territory. You're trying to prevent white from getting in. What was the trick between this problem and the next problem? What's different?
White's already connected along the edge.
Yeah, we're going to see that white is actually really strong down here. When white is really strong about to get into your territory, we have to back off. All right, we definitely can't do this. What happens if we do this, Justin?
You killed.
You cut, right? Boom, white's in. Nothing you can do, right? Nothing. If we try to back off, white just runs this. there, white captures. If we back off now, well, white still captures, and total failure, right? White just got into our territory. We do not like it when white gets in our territory. So we have to back off with this type of move. What's the problem with backing off with this type of move?
Continues to run
After
down.
this, you still can't block.
If we back off again, yeah, we can never block, right? We just get cut. So this is bad. But a little bit of go magic happens if we just play this jump. Because now when white pushes, what can we play now? What's different?
Now you can just block along the edge.
Yeah, now we
Got the
block,
liberties.
right? And we have liberties and white can't do anything else. So white's best move actually here is to play this. Why is this different?
Can't separate those stones.
Yeah, we Atari. White has to connect, and we connect, and voila. Yes, we let white come into our territory. We didn't get these 5 points. Or 6, I guess we have to assume we blocked here. Really, we're only entitled to 4 points of the maximum, right? Because we'd have to block here and here. So we didn't get those 4 points, but hey, that's a lot better than white coming in all the way and eating all of our stones. So that's okay. Over here, what's the difference? Important difference to realize is entirely different.
You don't have the one connecting stone.
This stone isn't there, right? At any point, black can Atari the stone. However, can black Atari right now?
No, because white can counter Atari. Your
Yeah,
turn.
do you remember this cool move, Justin? This was a move that was off your radar that surprised you. White can play this Tesuji. And black cannot take, because what's the next move?
Atari. And if white connects, Atari, white's not going anywhere.
Dead. Very, very cool. And again, this happens because notice these 3 stones only have 2 liberties. Right, we have a liberty issue. So we can't Atari directly. So what do we need to do? Do we back off?
Here, you don't need to back off that far.
That's right. I mean, yes, this works. You're going to let white into your territory, but you're not going to die, and that's the best part. We only need to back off just a tiny bit. And if white pushes in again, now we can Atari. And white has to connect, and then we connect. So in this example, we normally have to play these 2 moves. We actually only lose 2 points. And that one we lost 4. And the difference had everything to do with just whether or not this stone was connected to that or not, right? If this stone is connected, white gets 2 more points just automatically. Can't help it. All right, this problem. I didn't see most people actually looking at this. I think Tom's the one who got to it, right?
I think so, yeah. Well, I got to it.
Okay, do you know about the monkey jump?
No.
Ah, all right. Well, the rest of you, I think, know about the monkey jump. You can go. Here, let me show you the monkey jump over here real quick.
It's not when you jump from a wall, right?
It is when you jump from a wall. It's
Or
along the
maybe
edge.
that kind of-
Yeah, have you seen this done before? So let's say all this is going to be white territory, and black doesn't want white to have anything. If you have a stone that's strong, that's the key. It has to be strong. And it's underneath the skirt of white. That's sort of the expression that they use. Black can actually go it can jump 1, 2, 3, and down. And white can never separate this stone from its friends over here. But this only works against the wall. Okay, anywhere else on the board doesn't necessarily work out that way. But when you're right up against the wall, 1 line above, you go 1, 2, 3, and down, this stone is indestructible, assuming that these are strong. If these aren't strong, then we have a problem. So that's a cool move. And we can see, hey, we got this wall underneath the skirt of white. We could monkey jump. But if you play this, white's going to play here. And then you kind of have to pull back if you don't want to die. And then white can play there if white wants. And still get some points. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points this way. And black didn't gain any points. We can do better. We can do the reverse monkey jump, because it also works backwards. When I have a strong stone on the first line, right? If this stone was connected to something over here, right? See the stone? If this stone going to this stone is indestructible, guess where this stone can go? A stone on the first line can jump all the way there. That's pretty far out. We're going to do the same thing right here. This stone on the first line, it can do the reverse monkey jump, right? Instead of being on the second line, jumping down to the first, we can jump off the wall, go 1, 2, 3, and up.
That only works if those ones are strong too.
Has to be, yeah. Wherever you're jumping from has to be strong. Otherwise, the whole thing dies and it's a disaster.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yes.
Why does it work?
I am giving you that caveat. But we have the reverse monkey jump. Right, 1, 2, 3, and up. And now when white defends, white has to play a move like this. And maybe black might even oblige and play a move like this. And if white wants to not let black have any points, white actually has to keep playing. Right, maybe something like this. But even then, black can just go play somewhere else, or black can even try to make some points here. If white doesn't play this, this actually gets really big for black. Because again, white can't separate, right? White can try. So remember that last example where white got, these moves in, and we got 5 points for whites? Well, now white only has, I think, 2. We have 2 or 3. Hold on, where was our move before? Oh, it's so hard to think back to where we were just 30 seconds ago. Well, anyway, white got reduced over here. I think we can conclude that.
It's too bad this isn't being videotaped or anything.
Oh, yeah, I think we are video. Well, people who are watching the video can go and look at it. We'll do it out in a moment here. So, but look, black got 3 points. In this case, from this stone. Black might not even get these 2, right? Because black can actually push here and sente, and then Atari here, and like double sente.
Oh yeah.
There's really double Atari, right? There's all sorts of. I mean, white really needs to play more down here, right? White's not done. This is bad. Oh, let's figure out what the sequence is. White should not play those 2 moves. All right. So if black plays here, so I understand this is white, black. Black, white, black. So black ended gote. I mean, at this moment, it's actually hard to read out because it's such a big endgame follow-up. I'm actually not sure. If white plays again, black plays again. Yeah, let's. All right, black has at least 3 points, and let's say white gets these 5. Okay, so white's up by 2 here. Let's just pretend that happened. If we play here. And we play here, we play here, and we play here, we can come back and connect. Not only did white get 5, black got 0, white also got up to 3 more. So 8 to 0, so white's up by 8. So which would you rather have, white up by 2 or white up by 8?
It's also, I feel like this is one where it's really worth noting how much different this is from white playing here first. If white plays here, like, oh man, I take a point and
yeah,
that's white gets everything.
Yeah, big difference, right? It's that reverse monkey jump, right? So this shape, right? 1, 2, 3 down, right? Or 2-space jump and a down to the wall, or off the wall if this stone is strong, right? Reverse monkey jump. It's off the wall. All right.
I don't know if that's.
So there were the 8 problems that you guys mostly worked with. I'm not sure what your appetite is for the other 8 problems. I'm going to guess you're probably a little burnt and don't want to do any more endgame. Endgame feels like work, doesn't it? No, it doesn't feel like
it feels
work?
less like work than life and death to me, actually. Life and death is stressful.
Really?
Endgame
is fun?
Endgame's like, oh, I lost some points. Whatever.
I don't know. Endgame feels like more work. Yeah.
It feels more like what?
It definitely feels more like work because you have to count it out and.
There's counting involved, and then reading, and then trial and error. It's, I don't know. For me, the fun part about Go is like that opening to middle game, right? This is time to sit down and work it all out.
I'm happy to look at some more problems though. If you want.
Okay. Well, we'll let you guys sort of decide. Actually, we're actually at 10 of 9 already. I guess.
10 of 8.
Oh, 10 of 8. Sorry. Yeah, but yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
What do you guys want to do? I could just talk you through the problems. We could look at them quickly and try out some things. You want to do that? All right, let's go. Matt, you want to keep videotaping?
Sure.
How's the battery on there?
You got another 65 minutes.
Beautiful. We'll try not to take 65 minutes.
See, if you walk us through, we don't have to think as much.
That's right. All right, let's start over here. All right, so 2 problems, and both of these I think are hard. This one's probably a little bit easier, but they're both challenging problems as from an endgame perspective.
I got this exact problem on goproblems.com the other day, and I was like, how do you do anything? This is stupid. There's nothing you can do. What is this even? Yeah.
Did you see the answer?
No, I stared at it for like 30 minutes and had to just, what's the answer to this? Because nothing works at all.
All right, well, let's talk about this one first.
Sure, yeah.
All right, so this problem, it's always black to move. We're playing, all these are black to move. We can see that white has this sort of inroads into our territory. Are we happy when white makes inroads into our territory?
If he's short of liberties, yes.
If he's short of liberties, and yeah, maybe we can catch something. And in fact, not only did he make inroads, he might actually be able to take our corner. This is your time to shine. We cannot let white take all the corner points. Okay, we have to prevent that, right? Because this is big, right? This means white will get at least, it should be center, it actually depends. I don't know whose center this is. But if we just assume that that gets cut off, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That becomes a point now. That becomes a point now. 6, 7, 8, 9 points. If we don't get this, that means white has to connect here and here, right? So white will only get 2 points. So we're talking about at least a 7-point difference if we can figure this out. What do you guys want to try?
This isn't really an answer exactly, but I noticed that if we throw in here and white fills this, we get the opportunity maybe for a series of Ataris. Or I guess you might not actually need to here if white connects. But that's something that looks like it could be relevant.
Okay, so what do you want to try here? You want to throw in right now?
Well, no, I mean if you just, I like 2-2 actually. Because if white doesn't respond to this, if you Atari connect, Atari, I mean, white can't continue linking up, so there is that.
White's not going to respond there. White's going to respond there.
After which, if you Atari, yeah, so the corner is problematic.
So you say, everyone goes, well, Atari white. Here's the thing. White might not respond. Because, if, let's say white plays a bigger move to capture. What about this stone?
White can just do.
I mean, you get a point, right? You captured 2, white captured 1. So it's definitely a game, but I'm going to say not good enough, not good enough. We want more. This is the end game we're talking about. This is...
This one's fun.
This one is fun, but I'm going to say it's not necessary yet. Because unless you have the rest of the sequence worked out, we don't know if we actually want to play this. I mean, usually this won't go wrong. What's nice about this is, right, we have that 2 stones next to the edge, short of liberties.
White put on 1 stone, white has to use 2 to take it off.
That's right.
It's always fun.
It's always fun. But we don't necessarily need it yet. Timing for these is really important because we might have just wasted a co-thread. Right? If something goes to co down here, or there's a co later on in the game after this becomes resolved, then this became a bad move because we could have used that later on. So this is we all see the weakness. Keep it in the back of your mind. We don't want to play it yet. We got to actually figure out the real sequence first, and then figure out if we need to play this or not.
Ooh, throw in.
Well, this is a bad idea. 3 points for white.
And that's what white wanted to play anyway, right?
But
I mean, you could have just played there.
Dude, now what? You have to play there, otherwise white gets all these points.
Yeah.
So that's Gote. And yeah, I mean, you run away from getting the 9 points, but
I mean, if you're gonna take Gote, you might as well do this, right?
Right.
Play that
If you're gonna play that
Atari,
one,
even
that's
if white
better.
doesn't respond, it's
you can gain a bonus point. Well, see these weaknesses?
P.
Yeah. What happens if we go there?
Because if white connects, you get back to the same thing you wanted, which is the series of Ataris.
Well, not only that, can white cut you off?
No, because then you just take Atari immediately.
Right. Atari me, white connects,
White is dead.
and now white's dead, right? Next, we have 2 liberties, Atari dead. That was magic. All right, so white can't push, and instead, white's got to go. Oh. Right? Otherwise, these are going to die. And now you get to Atari these. And Sente. And now, who got regained their rightful corner? In Sente. Right? Gain an extra 4 points in Sente. Big difference. So, why did this work? Well, white has very few liberties on each of these groups, right? This one only has 2, these 2 have 3, these 2 have 3. There might be a connection problem. We can't take away the connection directly, okay, because there's too many liberties overall. But if we force white to start connecting, actually the real way to look at this is actually if you play a move like this, white actually gains an extra liberty because you can't play in the corner. Right? You have to prevent white from gaining that liberty. That's a really important liberty right now. Corners are so important. because it's so easy to gain and lose liberties.
Can
Oh, so we want to look at this.
Yeah.
Right? So we have to look at the stronger refutation. So what happens here? Well, this is a very, very dangerous move for white.
if take a liberty, connect, can't do that because it'll lead back to the series of Ataris.
Let's play there. White likes to die.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to give them up. White can't start connecting with this, or else you Atari it back and kill it.
No, you can.
No?
White can.
Oh, because of it's still co. Though.
It's a co.
Yeah.
It's a co. So white can risk it all. If white doesn't want to give black the 4 points in the corner in Sente, white can say, that's it. We fight. All right, and white could also play the co this way. I think that's probably better, actually, a better way to play the co. Might have to, actually, maybe not. Well, here, let's try it. Black has to start the co.
White has to
Here's the
take-
co right here.
yeah.
It's actually on the 1-1 point, right? At any point, either player can capture that 1-1 stone. Right? Black can it only has 2 liberties. It goes to 2 liberties. So it's co. So very, very dangerous co though. If at some point white connects, yeah, I think starting the co this way is better. Because you get that stone in.
Yeah.
Black would have codes right here.
Oh, exactly. There's more co threats. Right? We got co threat. So, actually not really though. No, because if white finishes the co, it's not a co threat. Here. This is the situation, right? So we just take the co. White just takes the co. We make our co threat. White plays here.
It's got enough liberties that you can't actually,
Yeah,
regardless of whether or not you throw in,
here
you
now
can't
what?
kill it after this, right?
Has 2 liberties. Actually, has 3 liberties, right? 'Cause black needs to
Oh,
go there
sorry.
first. Sorry? Same.
That changes
Same.
anything. If it
Same.
takes, you're just here, right?
Yeah.
So
So cool, yeah? It's that corner, getting, the 2-1 point is so key, right? It's almost worth twice it's almost like a stone that has 5 liberties, right? You think every stone on the board has 4 liberties. Well, the 2-1 point almost functions like it has 5, sometimes. So cool. Look at this one. All right, so everyone out there and their mother, they're black. They're gonna do this. And how many points does white get?
4.
Black can do better, believe it or not. This is a really cool one. And all you who are saying, it can't be done, have to be a little more creative. So how on earth do we prevent white from getting 4 points? Let's try some things.
I'll try.
So we have 2 ideas, right? One is this one, and one is this one. Let's do UFAs first, I think.
Sure.
So let's say white plays here. White just descends. That one.
I mean, if you play this, white still gets 2 eyes.
Play there. White takes.
2 eyes. And
Is there anything? How many
oh
points?
no, this is. Oh yeah, that's right. No, it's not right.
Not anything,
'cause-
right.
No,
How
so
many,
close.
How
but
many
not right,
points
yeah.
did white get in this variation?
Still, no, actually, you already got 1 captured, so it actually got 6.
They actually got 2 extra points. So if you don't play this the correct way, bad things happen. All right, let's go back.
But I think that
Let's try
starting
that one.
here gets you to a similar position, but you can actually do something.
Yeah. So why is this
So
different?
If white goes for all the points.
All the points, I say.
All the points.
Oh, this is a good
So
problem.
here's-
Justin.
here's the
This
problem.
is a classic life and death problem.
If black does this,
That's right.
white can't. Oh, obviously white can't play that because it's self-Atari.
White can't play anything.
If white plays here, it's self-Atari. If white plays here, it's a dead shape.
That's right. White can't actually make 2 eyes. This group only has 1 liberty.
Yeah.
Kills
I was staring
everything.
at this all like for
Whoops.
half an hour because I read this and I was like, oh, it doesn't work because I failed to notice this was self-Atari for white.
Right. So when black plays here, what does white have to play?
Like you gotta play. Seems like that would still work.
This?
Or no,
That's
that
dead.
doesn't work at all. Never mind. yeah, I guess you have to play that.
You can play that one. This one works. This
Yeah.
one also works. But now what is? Let's say you play here. Where does black play?
Now black can push in, right?
No. Pushing is not good enough. It actually goes right back to...
Oh, yeah.
Can't push. Better.
You can,
You're gonna try.
yeah, you can
Atari.
do that, because if white plays this, you can make a dead shape again.
Well, it's actually Ko. Ko for the entire life of everything. Does white want to die? Risk death? Only the cockiest of
deny
white
you
players
That 1 point. Yeah.
will fight a Ko for all of their corners.
Deny you 1 point.
By 1 point, that's right. Let's go back here. So when you play here, what should white do? What should a sane white player do?
Just take, right? Make 2 eyes
That's
immediately.
right. And now you can wake up. So now, how many points did white get?
3.
And how many did we get before?
4.
4. So we actually gained a point.
In Gote, though.
It
So
is
this is actually, it's really clever, but doesn't
It's
actually
really
make
clever.
that much difference.
Yeah, well.
Unless white takes your Ko for no reason.
That's right. So yeah, I mean, granted, the correct answer probably should be just push. But this was so cool.
Yeah.
So cool to gain a point. All right, over here. Let's look at another classic shape. We got stones. This is a live shape. It's a pretty classic way to live in the corner. It happens a lot in a lot of games. This sort of hanging connection L shape. We need to reduce the number of points entirely. Let's play normal moves first to see how many points white should get. So let's say you're black. Where do you play?
The normalist of normal moves. I
Yeah.
push once.
Okay, so there's a gote.
Yeah.
Yay.
Cut me my point.
Actually, it's not entirely gote because I think white needs to respond. Otherwise, it gets really dangerous if white plays somewhere else. No, that's not dangerous. White just plays it.
Yeah.
But what if black plays here now? Yeah.
Well,
white,
I mean, it's 6 in the corner, but you've got this, so it seems like white should be able to
Play
do
here?
that. Unless I'm crazy.
Yeah. Should we do this? And then we do this.
Oh, you jerk.
No, it's actually
No,
still
no,
alive.
live. Take 1 point.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind. Okay, you can't kill it. All right, let's go back.
Did it scare me, though?
I just scare you. Let's play this one first, before this one. So white should play here, I think, is to make proper shape. Black can Atari. If black gets another gote move, we can play here. All right, so under normal moves, black can do double gote, basically. Or is it a single gote? No, one gote.
Yeah.
One gote. Black can take a gote to reduce white to 5. So that's normal. I think that's the most normal result. The L plus hanging connection, 5 points. That's what it should be. If you play normal. Let's play a little more cavalier. Were there any key points in that life and death shape that...
Yeah, just start there.
This is pretty
That'll
cool.
make them quick.
This is pretty cool. All right, so to defend, it looks like we need to play there to make eyes on either side.
Looks like the right shape.
Now we start the process. So let's play there.
Well,
Can
I
we
can't-
play this?
No.
No, big disaster, right?
Yeah, you end up with bent 4 in the corner, right?
It, I think so,
Is that just
it's actually, it's complicated. I guess all bent forwards in the corner are
white?
complicated.
Well, then it's if
It's
okay. So this
Oh,
is
yeah,
gonna be
that's bad.
this is gonna be
It's an unremovable ko. That might be bent for. I think that's an unremovable ko. Or 1,000-year ko, like no one wants to start this
Yeah.
ko. One of those crazy ko's.
if black gets a stone there, then black can't. No, black could connect because that would be a living shape. So then
Yeah,
I guess it's Seki at this.
Well,
Neither player wants to play it,
Any
right?
point, black can.
Black
no,
can
no,
make
no.
a Seki by
Oh, no,
playing
no.
that,
So
sure,
yeah,
but-
so no. This isn't Seki. That's bent for.
That's bent 4.
So this.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because black.
This
yeah,
is
okay.
dead. Except white can try to live, can ko for life, but has to do it before
Hmm.
black kills it with bent 4. Complicated, hard. Don't worry about that.
Sure.
If anyone out there is confused, go to Sensei's library online and just look up bent 4 in the corner and then just read the 50 pages that come after it.
Super combos.
Okay? But anyway, whenever you see this hanging connection, there's some weak points, right? There's a weak point there. There's often also a weak point there. And so let's see what should happen, right? When black descends here, we definitely can't gain that point. We have to start making eyes immediately. Don't want to make eyes this way. That just kills the stone.
If you play that, it goes back to what we looked at, right?
That's right. We make eyes this way. Now, where's the Tesuji for black to capture a stone? It's a really cool Tesuji. It's actually better than this. Right? You think, oh, it's Sente. Take it. It's Sente, right?
It gives white an eye, though.
But it makes white super solid with an eye.
So why don't just throw in, take away the eye, and surely that will let you accomplish something.
Yeah, but if I throw in, doesn't white still get 2 eyes? Can't just white capture both stones?
No, it's
No,
self-Atari.
right, exactly. Self-Atari, right?
Right.
White can't actually make an eye here. White has to take, and you get to play there.
This happened to me at my game
This
in the
happened to
workshop.
you?
My group died.
Oh. Looks like white has to come back there and take that. And finally, black can take gote to reduce here. So we're comparing gote to gote, right, in both examples. Last example, white had 5 points. How many points does white have here?
Well, 2 plus, how many stones did he capture?
Captured 2.
Okay, so he's got 4.5.
4
Right.
minus a half.
Minus a half?
Minus a half.
Oh yeah, he can't possibly get it, but
Right, this
Yeah.
is only an extra stone for black, so it's really we're comparing 3.5 to 5. People who are confused, we're counting this as a half point because someone will eventually be able to capture it. Like, we don't know if black can capture it or white can connect. We don't know which one will happen first.
but white's not getting
50-50, so
Yep.
we'll say half, 3.5. Pretty cool. So again, in that L plus hanging mouth shape, there's a key point everyone has to know. If you know that key point, it makes life and death for that shape just like easy. You just play that point no matter what, just play it. Either really good things will happen or okay good things will happen, doesn't matter. All right, this one is all about how do we get into white's corner. So what do you want to try?
Well, this is probably the one that's obvious and not good enough, but there's clamp.
Not quite good enough, but it's a good idea. Let's try it. So, or actually, is it going to transpose? No, it's not going to transpose.
I mean, white can't descend for sure,
probably-
but you get an Atari at least.
Oh no, yeah, but now we play here.
I don't think black has any other Sente moves, really.
Yeah, that's about it.
You can threaten to get another Atari and take
Yeah,
more
but
corner,
that's-
but
that's
it's
not good enough.
Gote with Sente.
I'm gonna say not good enough.
Yeah.
Not good enough. It's good. It's good. It's a good idea, right? You can see that. How many liberties these 3 stones have?
Not enough.
Yeah, 3. There's danger. You actually have a stone with 2 liberties right nearby, cutting it.
How about this?
That's what I was thinking.
That looks dynamite. That's a
saucy.
pretty sweet looking move there. So first of all, can white Atari this way?
No.
No, this is.
You get more liberties than him.
3 liberties, 2 liberties, white dies. Bad. Okay. So white actually has to Atari this way. Now what?
There's no gain to be had. Oh, well, no, I don't think you gain anything connecting, so why not just do. Can you do. No, because white could descend. So let's try that.
That is a nice move. How many liberties does white have?
What?
Oh, so it's like before, but you actually get extra Ataris.
That's right. So white has 2 options. White can just take the stone, and where does black play immediately? Atari. White connects. And then white goes somewhere over here. Hey, that's looking more like a black corner. I like that. No more white corner. And plus, this is just the ugliest go shape
Yeah.
you've ever seen. You get to laugh at your opponent while you do this, by the way.
It's like a misshapen B2 bomber.
That's right. So you get to make fun of them for that. All right, let's take, was that there yet? No. So that's like that, right?
The reason I saw that one right away is because these 2 and these 2, if you have another white right there,
That's
it's
a
pretty
key
strong.
point. That's
so that's why
right.
I thought to play right there,
That
because
is-
you don't want him getting that shape.
That is perfect. Often when we have 3 stones in a row, a jump and right in the middle, that's the key point of the whole shape. Happens a lot. So if you're already seeing shapes like that, Justin, you're on a good path, man. So we're gonna play it. We're gonna take that key point. White doesn't really have a choice. What if white says, no, I'm gonna gain more liberties and run to the edge of the board?
Or
Yeah, how many liberties do you have? How many liberties does white have?
you've got 4, white has 3. Doesn't seem like white's gonna get ahead of you.
White's
so.
not gonna go very far, yeah.
Yeah.
So white has to do this. All right, let's look at the other way white can do this. Let's say white comes over here and goes that way. Now what? White didn't take your
You
stone.
can do this now because white can't descend anymore.
That's right. Remember, low liberties close to the edge of the board. Can white play this? No, white has to come back and connect. And now black Ataris. White connects. This is actually even better for black.
Yeah.
Do you remember the ugliest shape in the world that we just saw? This is actually
got
even
uglier.
uglier. Right? And white added a stone to this giant clump. Worse. So, key point. Remember, some of the same ideas we've been talking about. Low liberty counts near the edge of the board. There can be some magic that you need to find. And then, just a general rule, whenever you see 3 stones in a row, like this on the board, there's often a key shape point in tactical battles on either side of it, 1 space away. Now, if the board looks like this, it's completely open, you have 3 stones in a row for some reason, because you're mocking your opponent, I guess. I guess.
You Tanuki'd all the things.
Yes. Corner, boom, corner, boom, corner, boom. Not a good opening for you. This is going to be a little over-concentrated. Yeah. But if you get involved in a fight and there's lots of white stones around, that's the key point that you want to have. And if your opponent makes 3 stones in a row and you have lots of stones around, do that to them. Okay, good. All right, 4 more problems. You can do it. Home stretch. This one, we've already seen, sort of. But it's different. Now what?
It looks like. Can you play white, Nick? If white goes for max points.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're just gonna do that, huh?
Uh-huh.
I guess that does work. No. What if I do this?
That's good. I'm actually. What if I do this? I think this is better. I think I should.
Okay, so if you're going for max points.
Yeah, let's do that. Sorry.
But if black goes here. Oh, you just go there. Yeah,
Aha,
okay.
all right.
Yeah, no,
There
never
you
mind.
go.
I was
That
like,
was-
oh, but white can't go here.
That was a way. All right, so.
White's not gonna do that.
So before we do this, though, actually, let's do one other really important thing. How many points should white get out of this if black just pushes and sente like this?
5.
5. Okay, so we're trying to beat 5 points. So,
What
Tom's
happens if
idea.
we use the same rule as before?
Well, the last one was play this clamp, right? Except that's what we just did. This time, because white doesn't have a stone here, has it here, white can actually play this.
Yeah.
And now how many points does white get?
6.
I think 7.
7.
Right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points. So
Wow.
we gave our opponent points in sente. At least it was in sente.
No, I meant with the 3, and then we play out here.
Oh, but 3, if you think of these as a 3, that means the key point's over here. All right, 3 stones, a jump away from the middle is here.
All right, well.
Well,
So you want to try it?
Yeah,
Wanna try
I
the key
just wonder
point?
what happens if we
Let's
do
see
it
if it
that
works.
way. That one.
All right, so now,
actually, this looks nice because you can.
yes, this is very nice. Yes. So white's an Atari here. So, but black's an Atari, so we can say, well, hey, we capture that stone.
Where are you gonna descend, white?
Oh, but white has 2 eyes, right?
Tricky.
Where are you gonna descend?
Oh,
You're not gonna descend anywhere. Self-Atari, no matter what you do.
self Atari, right? White can't play here, gets captured. White can't play here, captured. Black can't play anywhere either.
Yeah.
Seki. No one gets any points. Although under some rule sets, it's actually, well, no one should get any points. I think under all rules.
Does anyone
rule
give
sets.
white a point here? Any rule
I don't.
set?
I'm trying to think. I don't know the differences. In
I don't really-
I don't
I mean,
think so.
I thought there was a difference for eyes and Seki, depending on.
There is, but that's not as. I don't know actually. There, look it up online.
No.
But no one gets points.
Oh,
Cool, yeah. So these two are different, right? The problem on that board versus the problem on this board. All right, because white has an extra liberty instead of. It's actually easier for black, I think, to actually reduce this. It's almost like we're too large or something. It's kind of strange. White's harder to make points over here, which is interesting, right? So instead of playing there, we play there. So yeah, 3, jump away from it. Key point. It happened again. All right, this one.
I just got lucky with that. So.
Well, hey, take it, man. All right, what should Black get. All right, black can play here. White will play here. Can black do anything else?
No.
I agree. Negative. That's it. That's the end. So how many points is that?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Right? 4. 4 plus 2. 10 points. So we're trying to beat 10 points.
How about... Oh, that looks interesting. Yeah, let's try it. Sure. And if I go... I don't know that this gets you much, but white can't connect after this.
Yes, you can.
Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah, well, you're not supposed to get a liberty here.
Oh. Well. I kind of agree with that, actually. He's not supposed to get a liberty there.
That means there's supposed to be a throw-in somewhere, maybe? Let's see where you throw in here. I mean, if you throw in down here and white takes, then you can't play here anymore, so the same principle doesn't quite work.
Yeah, so this one's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit different than the other ones we looked at, right? Because in this case, we have some white stones close to the edge of the board, very short liberties, right? Only 2 liberties, except we can see how easily they get connected. So we still want to take advantage of the number of liberties they have, but we have to be a little more creative, I think. Peep. Okay.
Oh yeah, looks...
All right. What if white disconnects? It says, "Aha, you peep, I connect." That's what I do.
Tie.
No.
Tie there.
No.
Just extend. Try the... If you do this...
There you go.
Because white can't play straight in here and white can't play here either.
This is a really cool shape. These 3 stones actually have 3 liberties. It only looks like they have 2, but they actually have 3. And the reason is because, can white play here? No. Can white play here?
White can't play there without...
So white can't play either of the 2 actual liberties without first playing something like this. So that actually gains an extra liberty. It's funny how that happens. So if white plays this, yeah, now white actually has 2 liberties, right? No bonuses, no bonus liberties. Dead. Super dead.
Well, white can save these and...
Okay, white can save the rest of the corner in Gote. Prevent him from resigning, I guess. But yeah, this is a really nice move. Let's say if white doesn't play all out and see what sets there. So instead, let's say white is perfectly reasonable, plays that.
Oh, now white can't connect when you do that.
There you go. Black plays here. If white plays there,
Just capture.
captures. So white now has to come back and take this,
Oh, and you
which
get
means
a capture
you get
and...
that.
Yeah. So, assuming white does... Oh. No, actually, he doesn't want to do that, does he?
I mean,
Why
it's
did-
Gote.
There's
He's
2
not
eyes.
going to get an eye here, though, so...
No, there's an eye, it's fine.
That's enough.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, no problem.
But so white gets 5 points instead. Oh, plus he captured...
6.
Yeah, he captures now.
But what did he get before?
10.
10. So big reduction. Cool. So that one was a lot different than the ones we've been doing so far. So I'll give you that. But it's a good one. All right, 2 more, final stretch. This isn't right. I think this one's actually missing a stone. Huh. I'm trying to remember the
Did
problem.
anyone come back here?
No,
who
but
would've knocked a stone off
I
the
think
board?
people were talking to me while I was setting these up, so I kind of got
Oh.
distracted. So I'm pretty sure this has no solution.
By people, you mean me, so.
But I think, oof it to a little bit. I think that there's supposed to be a stone there. Pretty sure of it. All right, let's play with a stone there. So obvious move. Now let's grab some stones. How do we reduce white? Obvious way. Push in. What does white play?
Block.
White.
Connect.
Black. Does white need to play an extra move?
If he doesn't play there, then
he
black
doesn't-
can play there.
No,
No,
white,
it's
he'll just
captured.
take. I mean, don't. I think with this, white's. Well, Black plays there. Oh, white can't do that, can it? Because
White is uber sad.
yeah.
But the good news is it's white's move.
Okay, so
So white can fix. Okay, so we got white. This white took these in Gote or black Sente, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. It looks like. So white cat does 11. That's respectable. But we can do better as black. We can reduce more.
I want to. No, hang on. I'm coming to some conclusion here. I note that if you play this, white can't block, can he? Because you can Atari,
Okay.
take. You can't play straight in here, but you can play this, and white can't connect. Because, boom.
Hey, that looks like a pretty sweet sequence.
I
So,
don't know if that's the best sequence, but it looks good.
well, obviously white's not going to play that way because that loses.
Well, yeah, obviously white's not,
silence.
but yeah. So the fact that white can't block seems nice.
Yes. So this is the move, right? Even we have these 3 stones. Only have 3 liberties. We're going to pick on them, and the stone they're connected to, it's a little on the weak side too. I mean, it's all by itself. It doesn't have a whole lot of friends. So we can actually play this move. If white is being reasonable, we play there. If we're being reasonable, where do we play? We have to connect. White can play there. That's okay. Question: does white owe you a move?
Well,
Oh yeah,
there's
definitely,
yeah. What?
definitely.
I mean, yeah.
Right, so white has to play one more move in here.
So you still get
So
Sente.
still Sente. So we're comparing Sente to Sente. How many points did white get now? Did white get 11?
Got
No.
9.
9. 2 points. 2 extra points for free. It's in Sente, right? It's like free. And again, free points are off. You know, if you pick up enough free stuff, that can win you the game. As you guys well know, right? So it's just the difference between taking the time to see. Okay, 3 stones here. Let's see if we can short them liberties, right? They only have 3 liberties, right? Thank you. If they want to disconnect me, that shortens their liberties even more, right? We're inducing them to shorten themselves. If we induce here, now the magic was fun, right? White can connect, I suppose.
It doesn't matter which order he does those
Doesn't
in.
matter, right? Still dead. It's like magic. That's why I should title this video Tesuji Magic. Actually, I guess all Tesuji videos are called that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Tesuji Magic.
Tesuji, mundanity.
All right, last one. What's normal? Play normal moves. Let's count it.
Haha.
Oh, and then white. And then black. Is there anything for black?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Nothing for black. All right.
Yeah.
So how many?
So-
Oh, there's the other side.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
All right. Here, play this.
Yeah.
All right. So
Then you can take your good.
actually, the real way to do this is just to descend like that. Just give both players the points they're entitled to.
10, 16, 17.
Is that right? I didn't count this time. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Yeah.
17. Good. 17 points. All right. So white, we're looking to beat 17 points. Who can do it?
Pretty sure you can clamp if nothing else.
So what makes you so sure?
Well, I mean, the only real issue is can white do this, and the answer is no. So, right?
What if white's more creative?
More creative, you say? What indeed? Yeah. Huh? Well, I might as well just put it on the board. Okay, so if white is this, I mean, yeah. This works for black. Black's got enough liberties.
That's right.
So,
So no good.
does white have a better response? What about this? If you do that, white connects, but then you still have to capture. So white would have to do that, but then you capture there. So
That's it.
looks good.
So let's say, let's try to find the best response for white. We were comparing 17 points, right? So black clamps.
No,
What if white just does this?
you can still do this because white still can't block you.
Right? See why white can't block us? So white plays here. Let's say white plays there. Right, and then we can
Yeah. And come back and
send this in.
make the same.
Right, same exact thing.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 13.
4 points, big difference, right? Right, it's just one move, right? It's pushing versus clamping, 4 points. So, I guess that's all. What do you guys learn?
Shorting liberties when stones are near the edge.
You got to be suspicious. I mean, someone has short liberties next to the edge. You gotta start salivating a little bit. Now, the important part is you have to be patient with yourself and try reading it out. If you just salivate for no reason, just play stones, you're gonna miss some really nice opportunities.
Also, some places peeps work even when the cuts you're threatening don't work if you play them directly.
Well, it's often when the cut doesn't work directly, that's when you peep, right? So
Yeah.
if the cut works directly, then you just cut.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, looking at your weaknesses and comparing peeps versus cuts, very important. I think, a common theme with all these is that you're not really going to know the right answer unless you actually count. So if you have a leisurely game where you have a lot of time, do practice counting. It is a skill that you can get better at too and improve on.
I think the most misleading one is the cool 5 to 4 point reduction.
Like Gote and Sente.
But yeah,
it's super
it's
cool.
actually a 1 point Gote move, but it's the coolest 1 point Gote move ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's about it. I know these are a little bit difficult for your skill level, but these are things you can certainly aspire to. And, and easier problems, right? If your suspicions are raised by easier problems, right? I think, if you guys went online, did some, what is it? Not sent, the GoProblem.org, right? Is it GoProblem.org or
.com.
.com? Oh, well, good for them. If you go there and do, some of those problems, especially on the easy ones, man, you'll feel really good about it, right? Because you'll have seen some of the advanced stuff from today's little workshop. All right, thanks, guys.